Hi guys, this is a video I've been thinking about for a while. I am super excited about it because it is something that I was always fascinated about when I was looking at YouTube videos, wondering how they did certain things, how they accomplished certain looks, like how did they do it so quickly. The behind the scenes is something that you guys rarely ever get to see, or even is something that is rarely talked about. And I wanted to talk about it today. So this is what we're going to spend the next few minutes talking about. And I hope you guys will enjoy the insight, the behind the scenes, the insider perspective of what this whole YouTube life is about. So things you need to know about YouTube. Like some people think it's this glamorous life. Some people think that it is so easy, and in some ways it can be. But when you break it down and you really get to the core of it, you realize that this is work. This is a lot of time. This is not what you necessarily expect. Filming videos, talking to the camera, you get to look at yourself an insane amount of time. You learn every quirky move, every flaw that you could possibly discover about yourself, you learn it. So in my case, having to edit my videos over and over again, I have gotten quite acquainted with every single flaw on my face. And I'm talking about all the pores, like sometimes on camera you don't really see it because you have the lights, you have the editing tools and so on. But guys, like, I've gotten acquainted with myself over this past, I think my first video I launched in like August of 2019. I was nervous, I was like sweating. When I pressed that button to make the video live for the world to see, I was a nervous wreck. So, you worry about getting judged, you worry about being seen from a different light, you worry about everything that you probably did not necessarily have issues with, but suddenly you are super conscious of it. So looking at yourself an insane period of time is one thing that you quickly realize, like, whoa, this cannot be healthy on any type of level. But that is just the reality of it. So the other crazy part is talking to yourself. You're talking to a camera. You're talking to a camera. You're listening to yourself. You're pretending to have a two-way conversation to your audience who is supposedly responding and agreeing, but really you're in a room hearing yourself speak. It is a little. It takes a little getting used to. At first, it sounded like I just echoed all over the room, and it was just like, whoa. But I got used to it over time, and I am pretty comfortable doing it now because I know that you guys will interact through the comments, through liking the videos, through sharing the videos and all of that. The next most challenging thing, or the thing that you don't think or expect will be a challenge, is editing. Bro, if somebody had told me how long editing took, I would never in my wildest dreams have guessed that it takes so long. I mean, you have to cut, remove, edit. Oh, this is good. No, this sounds weird. Remove that. Like, again, do it again. Put that back. It is the most consuming part of the process, because you will have, say for example, a 20-minute video, and no joke, unless you're like a super expert, it will take anywhere between 15 to 30 or more minutes just editing like a 20-minute video, because you have to remove all the awkward silences. You have to make the conversation somehow flow. The ideas seem to be connected. So it is so hard just getting your collective idea in one piece and making it seem like a conversation that's flowing to the audience. So editing is really, once you get to learn it, you'll be thankful for having that skill. But before that, it is a lot. Okay, the next one you guys are gonna appreciate, because I've heard a lot of people talk about getting started on YouTube, and even myself, when I used to give my friends ideas like, you should start a YouTube channel, because I looked at so many videos and I thought, wow, she could do that, but I never thought like, Why don't I do it? I have something to share. I have a different perspective. I have the different love and approach to how I do my makeup and all of that. I never thought just do it because I wanted to have the perfect camera. I wanted to have the editing software that would give me the best visual possible. And honestly, all it takes is just starting small. I use my phone currently. Like, I know some of y'all don't believe that, but I use my phone. I have an iPhone 7 Plus, a few generations old, and we are now at the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So that's how much behind I am as far as the iPhones and being up to date on the software that I use to edit my videos. But guys, start small. If you really want to do this, if you're passionate about it, just go ahead and press the record button. Like, it is that simple. Your first video does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be a work of art. You just start from the heart, be yourself, and as awkward as it might seem at the beginning, you eventually get so used to it. So start small, use your phone. I think the iPhone quality these days is, even if it's the 7 Plus, the quality of the video is very decent. And I will eventually upgrade to a better system when I'm able to, but in the meantime, I am quite comfortable using my phone. When I first told people that I was doing YouTube, like, they question your sanity, you know. They're like, what? Whoa, YouTube? Oh, okay. The doubt and the lack of support that can ensue after those first few words, I record YouTube or I do YouTube videos, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, okay, cool. So what do you do? YouTube? Oh, okay. Guys, y'all know I have a job that I love, but I also love makeup. I love fashion. I love having great lifestyle habits. I love self-care. I love all those things. And so why not record it? Why not share my little bit of knowledge with you guys? People will question you and people will be very hesitant to get behind you. But it is what it is. If you want to do it, go ahead, get started. The other thing is very closely linked to what I just said about people questioning your sanity. Like, when I first started, it takes a long time before people actually get on board with you. What I mean by that is that it will take the people closest to you, for example, will be very hesitant to support and get behind what your vision is. Some of the people who I know and I've told them about me getting on YouTube and doing this in my free time, they're yet to subscribe to this day. They're yet to support to this day. And I am the type of person, if someone is passionate about something and they're a close friend of mine, anybody can attest to that. I will push you. I will be your cheerleader. I will find ways to help you get it done. I will share all my ideas with you that I think will be beneficial to you, because I feel like if I'm a friend and you have something that you're passionate about, I want to support it. And so some of my family members, for example, have never gotten on board. Some of them haven't even seen my video. And you know what? That's okay, because if you believe in something, you have to keep dreaming. Keep pushing, keep dreaming, because I remember the day when I had like 10 subscribers. And even if I do not have the number that I want to have right now, I am appreciative for all 156 of you guys. Like, I have 156 people subscribed to me. I think that is a blessing. So keep dreaming, keep pushing. Every YouTuber wants their channel to grow and grow and grow. And that is my hope that it eventually will. But getting subscribers is like... It is like, next to editing, this is like the second most challenging thing. There are like a gazillion channels out there for YouTube. Like, you put any word and tons of suggestions and channels will pop up. Your job as a marketing director becomes very important. You have to share your videos on all your social accounts that you are active. You have to post, repost, share the stories, put the links, like do all of that. Sometimes beg people to subscribe, because just getting to that subscriber count up is it's just a much slower process than you would want it to be. And honestly, It truly is a job. I mean, like everybody else, I have bad days. Like everybody else, I have pimples. Like this friend right here is just refusing to go away. And my first thought was, I'm not gonna record until it goes away. And then I'm like, you know what? Real life, people see me with zits all the time. So like, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't have imperfections, you know. Like, of course I get all dolled up for the camera. I just think it's part of the package. You want to present your best self, but the reality is that sometimes it is so exhausting. And then yes, I have a full-time job, but the amount of time it takes to edit, share, subscribe, engage with my audience, that is a job in itself. It really truly is. If somebody says to you, I do YouTube full time, or I'm a YouTuber full time, guys, like, be supportive. Show some support, because honestly, it is truly a job to wake up in the morning, to get the ideas, to put the whole concept together. Sometimes you kind of have like a brain freeze and you don't know what to really talk about or what to really film. It can be draining, to say the least. So if you have friends who are doing this, I'm not just talking about myself, of course. I would love if you would subscribe if you're not already, but this is truly a job that takes a good chunk of your personal time. So the next time a friend shares this with you, go ahead and be supportive. Watch their video. It takes you 2 seconds to subscribe. Press that button. And every now and then, just watch their video. See what they're talking about. Like, they might actually have good things to share, you know? Anyway, let us talk about the bag, money, okay? So people tend to think that once you press that first button on YouTube, you are getting paid, honey. No, that is just not the reality of this whatsoever. I do not get a single black penny. Back home in the Caribbean, they would say, I do not get a black cent from YouTube. Guys, before you can even start being considered for a partnership, which is when you start getting monetized on your channel, you have to reach a certain benchmark. What does that mean? You need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. I am nowhere close to that. You need to have 4,000 hours of view time, public view time, meaning that they have to be from legit accounts, and 4,000 hours within a calendar year. Do you guys know how long 4,000 hours is? Like, that sounds like a lifetime, honestly. In my case, I definitely cannot get paid with such a small following. I mean, I love my followers, I love my subscribers, but I cannot get paid, okay? Everything I've featured on my channel has either been a gift from friends who've been supportive, stuff that I've had in my collection for a while. Like, all the things I have done and presented to you guys have been my personal things that I have invested in this. So do not get paid at all. And one of the things I think I have learned along this journey is to be super patient. I have learned to be patient like no other. I'm not a very patient person. People think that I am, but I honestly am not very patient. And so being patient to get the subscribers and watching the numbers, it's like, it is crazy. Not the best case scenario, but if this is truly your goal to eventually earn revenue, to eventually be monetized on YouTube, you guys have to be patient, okay? And in the meantime, just enjoy creating your content. Kind of like dabble a little bit in different areas that you are passionate about and see what works. Like, my perfume videos, I love perfumes. Everybody knows that I'm obsessed with them. One day I decided I'm just gonna record my favorite perfumes in my collection. And in my little subscriber world of 156, that video has done so well because I'm truly passionate about it. I love them, I know about them, and I can talk about them all day. So yeah, that video has done pretty well thanks to you guys who watched it and liked it and commented on it. So I appreciate that. So if in the meantime, if you're not being monetized, you do not have the subscribers, if you love doing what you do, just keep creating, keep on keeping on, y'all, because eventually it will pay off. I truly believe that it will pay off eventually. One of the best things about YouTube, you become a master creator. You become a master director of your own life. So I have learned to set up, like I will change the background sometimes. I will move to the living room, to my bedroom. The setup is super important because I think it engages the audience and it makes you relatable on certain levels. I have to learn how to get the right angles. I'm not always great at it, but I'm getting better at it. The background has to be right. Wardrobe has to make sense. Hair has to make sense. So I'm rocking this right now, FYI, because well, I took out my crochet, my springy Afro twist, which you guys love that video too. The full video is on Instagram in case you want to see that. I will put the link below. You have to become a master creator of the little world that you're in while you're recording, while you are talking to your audience and your subscribers. It is truly a skill that you grow to be better and better and better at as time progresses. So I have really learned a lot. Even if this whole YouTube thing does not go the way I want it, for example, I mean, I know how to make a bomb video, if I do say so myself. I know how to get the lights. I know how to get the angles. I have not perfected the shadowy part at the back of me because sometimes I see my own shadow in the video and I don't like that at all. But eventually I will figure it all out. There's a learning curve that I will eventually hopefully perfect as I go along. So yes, you become a master director and editor and creator. One of the other things you do as well, on the flip side, you become obsessed with numbers. So I mean, I probably know when I had every single subscriber. I probably know when I had everybody who unsubscribed, which is really sad when they unsubscribe. But people subscribe to you for certain things, and if they feel like they're not getting that from you, they might unsubscribe. That is the harsh reality of subscribers as well. The dislikes. When I got my first dislike on my video, it was my springy Afro twist video. I was disheartened, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, like somebody actually disliked my video, my first ever, and it was not the best feeling. You have to be aware that not everybody will support what you're doing, and there are people who just press dislike to dislike it, and there are people who didn't even look at the entire video, and you have no idea why they disliked the video, but they do. So these are the things that you get used to. You have to kind of like grow some thick skin because people will not always like what you do. And so the subscriber count, the numbers, the likes, the view times, the hours viewed, all of that become quite an unhealthy obsession. So now I'm not even a numbers person, but I am all about like, where do all my subscribers come from? Where do my views come from? Where does most of my traffic come from? And by the way, Facebook is the real MVP in all of this story because majority of the traffic to my YouTube page comes from Facebook. Woo! Facebook is the real MVP, y'all. So I share my videos, pictures, everything on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, if you have that. Anywhere I'm able to reach people. And Facebook has been surprisingly where it's at. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, and last but not least, one of the things I've appreciated and really embraced about this YouTube journey is getting to know people. You know, indirectly, yes, but you still get to know the people who are subscribed to you. I mean, they comment through their comments, from what they share to anything at all. You learn to, you get to know people from all walks of life. It makes the world, which is such a big place, so much smaller because, I mean, I have people talking from Mexico, I have people from the Caribbean, I have people from right here in Arkansas. We just have such a global market, but it's condensed to this nice, beautiful space of YouTube on my channel that I appreciate. I try to respond to every comment, and I try to make you guys know every time and every video that I do appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate the time you take to like my videos. I appreciate the time you take to comment, press the subscribe button, share my video. All those things mean much more to me than you guys can ever imagine or know. And if you guys meet me in person, I will always appreciate and show gratitude for what you contribute to my channel. I will continue to create content for you guys as long as you guys are loving them and as long as you guys are watching them. So I think this is it. These are the things that I didn't know before I started my YouTube journey, and I know now. And hopefully if you guys probably are thinking about it or know someone who's thinking about it, that you can probably already guide them through the process, or just be supportive and be there for them if they need you, if they're your friend, and just show some love. The world is always a better place with a little bit more love. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like this video, and I will talk to you guys the next time. And don't forget to check out my recent videos as well. Bye bye.